Hello, everybody! It's the guy in the basement, me, Drunk Farmer, the award-winning basement from Bethany, Nebraska. Boop! Internet sluts! I have to adjust. Hello! How are ya? So, what's going on? And here I am, and I'm going to piss somebody off. I like doing that, and I'm going to tell you why, because I just like doing it. So here we go. So we all heard about the protest out in, around the country. We've all heard about what's going on, and this is what kind of provoked me to do this little show. And it just kind of irritated me, and I have to say something about it. And I've said something about it before, but I didn't really elaborate on it. So I'm going to really just, that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to drive the nail home. I was watching a protest out of, I think it was the state of Washington. They had this little annoying, I don't know, person, gal. She was about probably between 20 and 25 years old. And she had a little cell phone and she was filming the protest. There was about 20 people there. Let's just put it this way, that protest was really disorganized. But they stood in the middle of the street. They had like these little barrier cones, and they surrounded themselves, and they were yelling all this and that. Black Matter lives, or Black Matter, what is it? Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. There I go. I don't even know what the hell it is. And so they're yelling, and she's sitting over there, kind of voiceovering and saying, everything's about how they're oppressed and and that older people should, should just be careful. I don't know what the hell's meant by that. But she was talking about all this and that, and she said then some people really started basically really bugging her on her Facebook page because she was broadcasting off a Facebook stream. And so she's saying, well, you people are toxic, and I just got to have a toxic relationship. I swear to God, I thought that little shit was going to cry. But she didn't. She was mad. She was just mad. She was Antifa mad because she was protesting. By the way, she had a kid. Good parenting skills, by the way. We don't know where the kid was, but I'm sure it was with mom and dad somewhere. But she got out of a toxic relationship. She said, there's people out there who are toxic. Welcome to reality, baby. So, here's the deal. I'm tired of these millennials. I'm tired of this BLM protest. I'm just sick of it all. How many of you out there are just sick of it? Just like, I mean, it's just fun to watch because I'm just starting to watch this in a humorous way now because I just see a bunch of people marching and yelling marching to the same chats. I mean, those from Seattle to New York, they're the same chats. What are, and yet just kind of like, oh, that's a lot of freaking creativity there. And it's just stupid. Now all these millennials are involved in it, and they're whining and crying, and they're protesting. And it's just like, oh, dear God, this country's gone completely to hell. But I was up one night watching a protest, and it hit me. Bing! It hit me. How many of those people in those protesters are marching, telling the cops to FO and all that, how many of them have been in trouble with the law? How many of them? I guarantee you a large majority of them have not. Probably a small percentage of them have, but I'm saying a large majority have not. But they're marching and burning things. Well, they were earlier. Now it's just kind of simmered down a little bit. But they're marching and they're yelling at the cops saying, FO, whatever. You don't have no grudges against the cops because of what's been going on since the spring or whenever this crap started. So you decided to join in and voice your opinion because everybody else was doing it? Bleh, sheep. Can't you think for yourselves? No, I'm a millennial. I have to have other people do stuff for me because I can't do it because I get so stressed out and I get anxiety. Some millennials are like that. Believe me, I am talking from experience. I know a few of them, and they are like that. Because if they don't have somebody doing something for them, they freak the fuck out. Language. But it doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, this is PG-13 or rated R. But here's the deal. They need to stop. They need to grow up. They need to pull their heads out of their asses and realize, holy crap, life's not going to get any easier. By Jove, you're right. Life is not going to get any easier. Life is going to just absolutely get harder and harder as you grow older, okay? It's not all about me. No, it's not. Because the world is not a world around you. It cannot help us. It doesn't revolve around you. The world revolves around everybody. But for instance, BLM protests. Yes, I've heard some really bad shit out of that. Those protests and those speeches those kids give. I heard a speech in watched a protest out of Portland. They're all kind of like sitting there and like in the middle of the street, like an AA meeting, and the person who was speaking is like, "Holy Jesus!" Wow, really had some anger issues about against white people for some reason, but. And I'm sitting there listening to this guy yapping about this shit. And I'm sitting there listening to it and I'm thinking, you know what? Here's my thought on this. And some people may agree with me, some people may not agree with me, but I don't give a flying circus. We all live on this planet. Yes, our skin color is different. Yes, we've noticed that. But we all live on this planet. We're all on this planet together, and we all bleed red, okay? We're all human beings. Yes, our skin color's different, but that doesn't seem the fact that we all have 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 legs. We're all human. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, we're all human. But it's like this little millennial. I think this guy was probably in his 20s, maybe. Oh, that guy was angry. Holy shit, I thought I was angry. Anyway, the millennials are kind of hyping in on this because everybody else is doing it, so they're just, oh, okay, let's go do it, and they're filming it. They're filming these protests and they're streaming it everywhere. And sometimes they actually talk. I don't know why, but they do. And it's just like some of them are annoying as hell. And some of them are sitting there talking while they're filming the protests. And to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell they're saying because they don't make sense. They sit there, oh, we're oppressed. La, la. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that. We're oppressed. Oh, shut up, you little whiny bitch. First of all, you've had it easy. Second of all, you're not oppressed, okay? For the love of God. Stop. Some of these millennials have children. Oh, dear God, why? There are some millennials that have children and just use them as trophies. I know. That's a sick thought, but it's true. I've seen it. It's disgusting. Yes, they say, yeah, I'm a mom. But meanwhile, their children are living with their grandparents or living with somebody else. I don't know. But when they have their children, oh dear God, their minds freak out. They get anxiety. They need anxiety pills. They need this. They need that. Oh my God, it's not about me. Why are my children driving me crazy? Ah! Called parenthood. Yes, your parents went through it. Now you're going through it. It's called parenthood. It's basically when you have children, it's time to grow up. It's time to teach them right from wrong. But unfortunately, there are some millennials out there who have children, don't even do that much. They dump them on someone else. But they have kids. Then there's other millennials who take some responsibility for their children and brainwash them like a washer and dryer. I don't know what's worse. The ones that don't really care, the ones that have their kids for trophies, or the ones that brainwash the hell out of them. You go figure. I've seen that too. I live in a neighborhood full of them. Yes, the helicopter mom. Yes, I have a few of them in this neighborhood. They're about 30 something years old. Yes, and they're just like hovering over their kid 24/7. Yes, that kid's going to grow up to be either like them or just going to grow up to be a complete freaking lunatic. That's still yet to be determined. But there are a small majority of millennials out there who actually let their kids live their lives, and that's what you should do. You should let your kids live their lives, let them grow up, let them make their own mistakes, and let them learn by their mistakes. Yes, you can be there for them, but don't suffocate them, or just don't push them aside to someone else and move on with you and say, okay, don't worry, honey. I'll be here when you, well, I'll be here when, I'll be here. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. No, you have to be there for your kid. Yes, it's called parenting. Yes, it's time to grow up. Yes, it's time to pull your head out of your ass. Because once you're a parent, your life will change forever. For those people who let their kids to grow up to be their own selves, their own whatever, creativity, whatever their kids are going to do, I applaud you. Let your kids grow up to be their own selves. Let their kids grow up to be creative. Let your kids do what they want and they need to learn on their own. Yes, mommy and daddy will be there for you when you fall, and they'll catch you and they'll brush you back up, brush you off, and say, "All right, there you go. Now you learn. Go out there and go out there and do better." The helicopter moms. Oh my baby! Oh my God, my baby! Oh please! I saw a helicopter mom. Her kid fell off. The kid just took a scrape. Good God, she was calling. I thought she was going to call 911. It was over the summer. Kid was riding his bike down the street, fell over, hit the grass. Mom comes running. Oh! Had her phone in her hand. Swear to God, I thought she was going to call 911. Kid got up and just rode his bike right off. Tough little bastard he was, I have to admit. What I'm trying to say is you millennials need to pull your heads out of your asses. You need to wake up. You need to grow up. Stop living under everybody's roof. Stop mooching. Stop depending on everybody else. Depend on yourself. Grow the hell up. Stop driving us nuts. Because we're just tired of hearing about it. We're tired of hearing about it. We're tired of hearing about you nagging. Grow up. Because life is not getting any easier, no matter how you look at it. But what the hell do I know? I'm a guy in a basement in Bethany, Nebraska. If you like this long-winded video, hit that like button or leave a comment. Hit that subscribe button or drop me an email at drunkfarmer67@gmail.com. I have been Drunk Farmer. This has been The Basement, like I said, from Bethany, Nebraska. We'll see you later, everyone. So long. Ta-ta.